All right, here we have a question that's been submitted by a student, and in this problem they're asking us to find the distance around the figure, or in other words, the perimeter. Okay, now we have actually the correct answer here, but we're going to try and figure out how to get to that answer. Now, first things first, when we're talking about perimeter or the distance around, we have to have a starting point, and then we have to literally go all the way around the figure. So I'm going to start here just for a starting point. This side would be 8 and 7/8 inches. So I'm going to have to add 8 and 7/8 inches. I'm going to add that to this side, which is 4 and 7/16 inches. And then we're going to have to add this side, which is 4 and 7/16 inches. And then this side, which is 4 and 7/16 inches. And then this side, which is 8 and 7/8 inches. And then this side, which is 4 and 7/16 inches. Okay, so now here's the sum, or what we have to add all together. In order to get that, now it's a matter of actually working with the fractions. Now there are several different ways you can approach this. I always kind of am a proponent of changing everything over to fractions and then just dealing with the fractions rather than mixed numbers. So if I were going to do that, in this case I'd have to multiply 8 times 8, which is 64, plus 7, which is 71. So this would be 71 over 8, plus 4 times 16 would be 64, plus 7 is 71. So that would be 71 over 16. Now this is the exact same thing. So again, it'd be 71 over 16. And again, the exact same thing. So 71 over 16. Plus, this is the exact same as this fraction was. So it will be 71 over 8. And then here again we have this 4 and 7/16, which is 71 over 16. Now in order to add all of these together, we have to have a common denominator. So between 8 and 16, they will both go into 16. So what I do to the bottom, which is multiply by 2, I have to do to the top. 2 times 71 would be 142. Now the second fraction I don't have to do anything to because it already had the common denominator. So does the third fraction. So does the fourth fraction. But this one I need to get that common denominator again. So same thing. If I multiply the denominator by 2 to get 16, we have to do the same thing to the top. 2 times 71 again is 142. And we don't have to do anything to this one because it's already over the common denominator. Now, since we have everything over 16, we can just add our numerators. And because I'm going to kind of run out of time, I'm just going to do that real quickly. When we add all of these numerators together, we end up with 568 over 16. Now this is an improper fraction, and we don't want to leave it this way. So we're going to have to actually go through and do the division. The 568 divided by 16. Well, 16 times 3 is 48. When we subtract, that would be 8. Drop down your next term and keep going. 16 times 5 would be 80. So we would have 35 and 8/16, but 8/16 will reduce down. So that will be 35 and 1/2. There is our final answer, and we can see that that is exactly what they said the correct answer was supposed to be.